In this Redbubble tutorial, I will be discussing what Redbubble is, how to create a profile on Redbubble, how to create some Redbubble designs on Canva, then how to upload your designs to Redbubble, and finally we will discuss the commission structure on Redbubble. So straight off the bat, what is Redbubble? Now I think it's important that you first understand what print on demand is, because Redbubble really revolves around the medium of print on demand. Print on demand is a printing technology and a business process where your designs are not printed until the company has received payment and an order. This is incredibly popular because you don't have to hold a lot of printed stock. You can print small quantities as per the order. And when I say small, you can print single quantities as well. So you don't get the benefits of long run production, but you don't have to hold a large amount of stock. Now, if you've heard of print on demand, perhaps you've heard of it in the past 3 years where it was encouraged that you build a website, you market your print on demand items, and you have to own the whole process, which is great because you make a lot more profit. But let's say, for example, you don't enjoy admin, you don't enjoy customer service, your passion is on creating designs. Well, this is where Redbubble comes in. So what Redbubble is a print-on-demand website, but they don't create their own designs. They open up a lot of opportunity to budding designers and people who are good with clever, catchy phrases to upload their designs and for these people to monetize their designs. So if you are an artist and you have drawn beautiful pictures, but marketing and a social following isn't your strength, well, you can upload your designs to Redbubble where they do a lot of marketing. They drive traffic to their own site. And if your design speaks to the audience that they bring to their platform, then you can make a commission from any sale that is made. Not only that, Redbubble owns the entire supply chain. So you don't have to worry about fulfillment. You don't have to worry about bad fitting t-shirts. They worry about sizing. They communicate with the customers. They handle payments. They handle returns. All you have to do is focus on creating wonderful designs that convert. I'm going to get a bit more into this a little bit later, but if you're completely green to Redbubble, I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek. As you can see, I've created a design, but they have the models, whether it's t-shirts, if it's dresses, it can be pillowcases, stickers, book covers, you name it. Redbubble has all of the templates to which you put your design, and therefore you can monetize your design on a whole variety of different items. So by working with this existing platform, you get to benefit by not having to have all of that admin that comes with creating your own website, finding models, asking for permission to use these models, sourcing good suppliers who are going to deliver on time, deliver good quality, deliver good fits. There's a lot of admin that comes with owning the entire process, and you've just got to ask yourself if that's something you enjoy. If that's something you do enjoy, then hey, go ahead and create your own version of Redbubble. But if you're just passionate about the design itself, then Redbubble provides you with the chance to springboard off their entire supply chain and you just focus on creating good designs. Another benefit of Redbubble is that they have gone ahead and found the supplier for you, and they don't mind if you get one sale on your mountain design or one sale on your flower design. They handle the printing, the supply chain for you. Now that you have a good understanding of what Redbubble is, let's talk about how you can create your Redbubble profile. First thing you want to do is head over to the Redbubble website, redbubble.com, and click on the Sell Your Art button. There's a little intro video for you to watch, and when you're ready, just hit on the Get Started, It's Free button. You then want to go ahead and sign up. It's the usual sign up process that we're all familiar with now. After you sign up, you will be taken through to your dashboard. Let's start by setting up our shop. We're going to add an avatar first. Upload a file from your computer and then press the upload button. Now that you've got an avatar, this is what your shop will look like. To get back to our dashboard, we're just going to click on our avatar at the top right corner there and then click on account settings. Next, we want to add a cover image. As you can see, there are specific requirements we need to fulfill, so we're going to head over to Canva and choose custom dimensions so that we meet these requirements.
Check out my intro video to Canva if you've never used Canva before, but for a lot of us, you can just go straight to the top right hand corner, create a design, and then click on custom dimensions, add the custom dimensions, and then hit create a new design. There are templates for you. You can draw inspiration from these. Go ahead and create your design and then click on download once you're finished. And we want to download the PNG version of the file. And then we want to upload it to Redbubble. Let's continue working our way down. So we've just added our cover image and now we're going to fill out our profile information. I'm not too fussy if people repin my designs, and I'm not going to be creating any mature content. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit the Save Changes button, but you fill it out for whatever fits you and your vision on Redbubble. Now we want to edit our payment details. Click on that and then fill out the fields. If you're registered for VAT, go ahead and click that and add your VAT number, but I'm not going to do this, I'm just showing you as an example. Select which currency you want to get paid in, as well as whether you want PayPal or a bank transfer. Identify what is applicable to you, and then if you're using PayPal, you will be directed to PayPal to verify your account. Click that you agree to the user agreement and then head on and click on the red Save Changes button. Now we want to go back to our dashboard and we want to add the last little element to set up our shop, our social links. Add all of your social links into the empty field. This is really cool if you have your own website. They give you the code that you can embed into your website. But when you filled in your social details and if you decided or not to use the embedded code, you can just go ahead and click on the Save button there.
Now that you have a profile set up, you've got to create some artwork. So perhaps you've already hand-drawn some art or you've hand-sketched some phrases and catchy terms, but perhaps that isn't your strength. Perhaps you want to use Photoshop or perhaps you want to use Lightroom. I'm going to show you how to use Canva to create designs because I think it's very quick and simple, and there is also a free option for you to get started. Let's jump straight into Canva and get creating our first design.
We're back in Canva. We're going to click on the Create a Design button at the top right hand corner. We want to add the custom dimensions at the biggest size possible, 5000 by 5000, and then we want to click on the Create a New Design button. To the left we have some inspiration, but let's create some text. Again, we have a variety of text that we can choose from. I'm going to go ahead and click this one. Now I'm just going to increase the size so that we can actually see the text. So I think I'm going to focus on the social media niche, and we've all seen those red subscribe pillows. So creating some text around the YouTube call to action I think could be a nice smart design that perhaps some influencers or YouTubers would be interested in purchasing, so that they don't have to ask, they can just show. They can just have their call to action top of mind. So we're going to go for like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. As you can see, I have ungrouped the text so that I can edit them individually. Now I want to add an element. Let's add that notification bell. And let's add a click-worthy little element as well so people know what to do with the bell. I like simple designs. You can make these as complex and as beautiful as you like, but for me, I'm just a keep it simple kind of girl, so that's exactly what I'm going to do here. I also just want to change this text. I think I would like something a bit more bold, and yeah, I think that works. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep editing it until I'm happy, and then I'm going to go hit the download button. Again, I want a PNG and I want it with a transparent background, and then I'm going to hit download. You can also change the size here, which is quite interesting, but I'm just going to keep it at the max and then hit download.
Now that you've created your design, you want to upload your design. I'm going to walk you through this step by step.
From the Redbubble homepage, you want to click on your icon to access your account. Then click on that red bubble that says Add New Work. Now we're going to upload the new work that you've just created. Select the file and upload it. Next, you will be giving your artwork a title. Personally, I just like to get straight to the point. I want to say exactly what the artwork is about, so that if somebody searches it, I get a qualified lead going directly to my artwork. I then usually just copy and paste my title into the description, but feel free to flesh out your description to add a bit more keywords if you want. And then go ahead and enter some tags. These are the search terms that people might be searching if they are hoping to stumble across your artwork. So I'm just going to go ahead and enter some tags that I think are relevant to my image. You can search Redbubble for a bit of inspiration, but again, I just like getting straight to the point, saying what's on the image, because ultimately that's just going to bring me qualified viewers to my artwork. However, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to think of tags that are very closely related to your artwork and add those as well. Now you can choose a default background color for your image. For some of my art pieces, I'm not a fan of just a white background. I quite like to play around with a bit of color. Sometimes I use a darker background if my text is lighter, and sometimes I use a lighter background if my text is darker, but we're just going to keep it on a default background for today, for this example. I'm going to head over to the first design. You are able to change the size of the text on the product. You can make it bigger, you can make it smaller. And what's nice is that they also help you to center the design. And you can choose a default background to that specific picture. And I like to use the gray one, and then I go ahead and hit the apply. And I always make sure that it's enabled, because you don't have to enable all of the designs. Similarly, we can do this on other designs. As you can see here, I might just want it a little bit smaller and over to the side as opposed to being directly in the middle. Options are nice. And you can also change the background, the default color for this specific design. Okay, but I think I'm going to just center it. And then go ahead and apply the changes. Here is a sleeveless top. I can go ahead and make changes here too, so that it fits the design. I always think, what would I like to wear? And I just play around from there. You can change the background, so when people click on it, they will have a certain color that displays to them. I kind of always stick with the same colors, maybe a white, a gray, and a black. Sometimes I add a pop of color, but it's not usual for me. However, you might be different. I just like plain clothes. And we're just going to go through the rest of the designs and just customize the text so that it fits onto the specific item. As you can see, this is not enabled. I could enable it, but I just don't think I'm going to. Again, this is completely up to you. I'm just going to keep working my way through some more designs here. Alright, so this is an example of something that was disabled. I'm going to enable this A-line dress. Maybe it's because it's something that I would wear, I don't know. But I'm just going to go ahead and change the size of the text on the product, and I'm not such a fan of white dresses, so I'm just going to add a little bit of a gray background to the specific item, and then hit on the apply change button. Alright, so now I'm going to just enable it over there. This is an example of a sticker. This is an example of a phone case. Again, I just want to change the size so that it fits, and I want to align it. And I haven't seen a lot of people with white phone cases, so I'm just going to go and make it gray. Maybe it's because they get dirty, I don't know. And here we go. I'm just going to show you another example of changing the size so that it fits the product perfectly. Well, in my opinion, so. Again, I'm just going to change the background and hit apply changes. Now, as you can see, we've got the pillows, the floor pillows. I'm just going to change the size on the pillows. I'm not going to change the color of the pillows. People can choose the colors that they want. And I think the black text on the white pillows just makes the text pop. So I'm quite happy with this. As you can see, a lot of the specific items have already been enabled. You have the choice to disable them or enable the items that have been disabled. And we have the option to have our text on mugs and travel mugs as well. you can go ahead and also choose the default view of the mug. So here it has its certain view, but you can change it. When it comes to the travel mugs, again, this is totally up to you. What's your style? Do you like the text at the bottom? Do you like the text at the top? I love that we get to customize this part. Happy with the scarf, it's interesting. The travel case, I definitely want to change this a little bit. The drawstring bags, I just think of my running shoes and that those bags swell up quite a lot, so I just want to change the text so it's a little bit smaller so I can put things inside and you'll still see the text. With the spiral notebooks, I also like to change things a little bit there, make the text a little bit smaller, align it, and also change the color. Again, personal preference. The hard journal cover, again, this is one that, you kind of just have to place yourself, because when they align it, it just sort of sends it straight back into the middle, and I really just want my text on the front cover. So I'm just going to maneuver it around until I'm happy with it, and then hit on the apply changes button. How cool, a clock. And the bath mat, I mean, this is cute. I'm going to enable this. The water bottle, I'm probably just going to change a little bit, lift it up a little bit, and then hit on the apply changes button. As you can see, it's really intuitive. I'm sure you guys have got it by now, but it might just be nice to see everything before you get started. I know I like to be curious, take everything in, see how it's done, and then get straight to it myself. So I hope you're finding this useful. As you can see, they have masks now, so that's been disabled. I want to enable it. Just change things a little bit, and yep, hit the enable. The backpacks, very, very cool. So this is one again where you just have to position it as best as you can, because if you hit the center line, it's just not gonna work. Also, I don't know many people with white backpacks. I think I'm just going to change the color. Again, maybe it's just because they get dirty, who knows. So I'm going to go for a little bit of a light gray. I think that looks pretty cool. As you can see here are some new things. The aprons, well, it's coming soon, so I just want to make sure I enable this so that when it's around, I will be able to have my product or my text at least listed. And the jigsaw puzzle, I don't think that's going to work with this. But the tog bag, yeah, let's give this a bash. I think that's pretty cute. A lot of people who are YouTubers and influencers, they travel quite a bit. Well, some of them do. And it's quite a nice thing. I think quite a cute thing to have in the bag. Again, I'm just going to change the color. I'm just thinking of airports and stuff like that. A white bag would get a lot of dust. So yeah, I'm just going to change the color there. All right, now I'm just going to choose the media, design and illustration, digital art. This is not mature content, so no, and I have the right to sell products, yep, and then save work. And there we go, my new work has been added. You can check out your work. You can use these images on your social media to drive traffic to your designs. I love this. I think these are so cool and they look awesome. It really just gives your friends and family an idea of what it is that you're creating and encourages them to share it. Also, if you've got a following, they can get an idea of your designs too and just what it would look like. Also, you can see what the designs would look like in different colors. You can see how the designs fit a whole variety of different products.
What I really love about Redbubble is how quick the process is of uploading your designs and how easy it is to make your designs smaller or how to enlarge them and how you can place them and choose how you want them to display on certain items and certain products. I love this. But now that you know how easy it is to upload your designs, let's discuss how do you make money on Redbubble. Let's take it back to if you owned the entire supply chain. You would have to find the t-shirt supplier. You would have to factor in the cost of the t-shirt, the cost of the distribution, the cost of the warehousing, the cost of printing, the cost of staff that are going to be managing the printing function for you. You would be incurring a lot of costs, and then you would be having to include all of these costs in your final product that you would be selling to your consumer. But with Redbubble, you don't own any of this. All you focus on is uploading your design. So how do you make money? Well, in a sense, they sort of pay you a royalty to use your design. So with this royalty, or commission really, they set the price of a product, and then when the product is sold, you receive a commission. So you can change this commission. You can ask for a higher commission on Redbubble. I'm going to show you where you actually do this on Redbubble, but you just have to decide, if you want a higher commission, then Redbubble will need to bump up the pricing, so the product will be a little bit more expensive. And it would just be smart for you to think about how much would you be willing to pay for a set of leggings or a t-shirt or a book cover. If you are pushing your commission too much that the product isn't feasible to sell, then that's just something you have to think about when it comes to commission structures. There's no need to start a price war. I mean, you still need to make money at the end of the day, so it's not going to help you to cut your commission to zero just to move product. But if you do want to earn a little bit more than the set commission, then you can change this within the Redbubble platform.
So I am signed in on my Redbubble homepage. I want to click on my avatar, and then I want to click on dashboard. If you look up at the top there, you will see your avatar with a little copy button next to it. This is very interesting because if you are a YouTuber, or if you have an Instagram account or a TikTok account and you want to sell your own merch or your designs, you can actually add this link and you will see where majority of your traffic comes from. So it's your own personalized shop link, and it just allows you to get an idea of which social media platform is driving you the most traffic. I will include mine in my description. It's not an affiliate link or anything. You literally just get to see where your traffic comes from. But we want to go to product pricing over there. And as you can see, here are all of the items and the retail prices and the margin that you make. So you get to choose the markup. Now I'm going to make this 30% so you can see that you are able to just change how much commission you make. So you don't get to set the price, but the price does change when your commission increases. And you can just do this for all of the products that you would like to earn more on. A good idea would be to go and look at people in your niche and how much they're charging. And obviously you do want to make some money, so you don't want to make your commission too thin that you aren't making anything. But go check out what your competitors are doing and use that as a benchmark. But do what you're comfortable with, apply these markups to all of your existing work, and then hit the Save New Default Markups button.
So I hope you've enjoyed this Redbubble tutorial. Good luck with creating your Redbubble store. I hope you feel empowered enough to know what Redbubble is, how to create designs on Redbubble, how to upload your designs on Redbubble, and that you feel confident in setting a commission that you feel your design deserves to be making at the end of the day. Let me know down below what niche you're trying to serve on Redbubble, and if you have any awesome designs that you're particularly proud of on Redbubble, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. However, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I will see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye!